Hi, how are you? It's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures in Diablo 4 Season 1. Today we are going to be turning in some grim favors to the Tree of Whispers. I did a few world bosses while I was not recording. We need 7 more for the achievement. I'm going to take a collection of rings. So we got 1 stash from the Wandering Death Spoils. And another stash from rings. Sometimes you don't get a stash from the world bosses, I noticed. Thought that was kind of interesting. So let's see if we got anything good here. Let's dump some stuff off in our stash. Just want to see if any of these are good. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we're going to be getting rid of all this stuff.
How can I help? You can still use these.
All right, so let's do a nightmare dungeon, guys. Which one do we want to do? Do Mortal Emanation. Dungeon affixes reduce cooldowns on kill, Stormbane's Wrath, monster shadow damage, melee defenders, and dodge breakers. We'll take a weak iron barb elixir. Just a little bit of survivability. And yeah, guys, Microsoft has officially acquired Activision Blizzard. Surprised they were able to do that. There was a big lawsuit going on with Sony trying to stop that from happening, but it seems like it's going through. Sony thought they would have too big of market share, I guess, so they wanted to stop that, but it looks like it's going through, and we'll start seeing Activision Blizzard games in the Xbox Game Pass, or the Microsoft Game Pass, whatever they call it. I think I've only got it once. But the Game Pass is getting better, that's for sure. It's pretty cool if they add Diablo to it. Games like Overwatch will probably be added as well. StarCraft, I guess, like all the games. Imagine you could like get a WoW sub with the Microsoft Game Pass. That'd be amazing, dude. I hope that happens. That'd be so awesome. Well, it's good for me because I just subbed to WoW, and like regardless, so get some extra games for that subscription. That would be amazing. See what happens. And they acquired them for $69 billion. It's quite a bit of money.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, I think Diablo would be legit on Xbox Game Pass. If any game's going to be on it, it'll be Diablo 4 and all the other ones. Diablo's a pretty expensive game for now. It's going to get much cheaper later, I think. As time goes by. Sort of like how 3 did, but at the moment it's pretty damn expensive. I paid over $100 to play this game. Kind of feel like I paid over $100 to beta test it. And the Diablo team did something hilarious, which doesn't look too good on Season 2. On Twitter, they had a little video, you know, promoting the season. Oh my gosh, we're getting wrecked. And they're trying to show the math for like how much like extra XP you're gonna get and all this stuff. And they got the math wrong. Pretty hilarious. And people were like pointing it out. Like, hey guys, you got the math wrong. And They also showed a before and after picture of like the routes for dungeons, how they're like changing dungeon routes to make them better. And they showed the before in the after slot and the after in the before slot by accident. So just complete negligence on the person who edited the video. It was brutal. But they took it off Twitter. And I guess you could say it's an honest mistake, but
I'm not ready.
that's a kind of a rough mistake when the games, you know, when people are trying to come back and yeah, it's not good.
I'm not ready.
But whatever, it is what it is. It's funny. Like, it's human error, you know what I mean? It happens. I think getting the math wrong on the XP part is a big deal because that's like going to be one of the main reasons why people come back. I've read some comments on Twitter, and I noticed a lot of people don't even hit level 100. They're kind of like me, you know, where they have two characters like in the 70s or 50s. Because not a lot of people, I guess, got to level 100 during the Eternal Realm before Season 1 came out. And I was one of those people. So the XP, like, being able to get your character to 100 faster is kind of a big deal. So now what it's gonna feel like is like the journey to level 75 will be level 100 now, which is good. That's where it should be. That's a nice spot. Damn, the damage is insane, man. The one thing that'll be, it'll take longer to level will be glyph. Well, it won't take longer to level, it's just, if you notice, our glyphs are pretty high level already, and that's because how long this leveling grind is. We're almost 20 on all our glyphs. We haven't even hit 100. But in next season, I think people will be like, their glyph levels will be probably like 15 or something like that. Maybe even under 15, all their glyphs. So glyph leveling will be something that I think people focus on in next season. Who's got the armor buff? This guy. Another guy over there. Yeah, a lot of cool news today. And I learned something. I thought like Microsoft would be like one of the biggest gaming companies in the world after that acquisition. Microsoft Blizzard, but they're actually still behind PlayStation. PlayStation's actually second. And then number one is Tencent.
Need more time.
Which is a gaming company based out of China. They own a bunch of games, like League of Legends is one of them. Which is a really popular game. I don't know what else they own. That's one. Really the only game I know that they own is League of Legends. There has to be more that I just don't know about. Yeah, I think this is a good move for Blizzard. I hope the games get better. We'll see what happens, but who knows. But I think that's why they were so big on, you know, profits and stuff like that. Because they were clearly trying to sell. So I think that's why these games, like, were, like, strategically released during, like, the launch at the end of, like, quarters. So they could, you know, pad their stock numbers, I guess, or pad their financial statements. Diablo did pretty damn well.
I'm not ready yet.
Did really good, actually. Just goes to show you how, like, strong
I'm not ready
the
yet.
brand is. People still think Diablo's, like, I guess you could say the top dog ARPG. I know people don't think that anymore, but I think if you ask anybody, like, what's their favorite ARPG, they're gonna say Diablo. I would imagine. It could change now, though, like, in the next 5-10 years. Maybe it'll be PoE. PoE's probably the next one to take the throne. A lot of people probably think PoE's already taken it.
So quickly. Father
PoE's
said
been out for a
such
while,
awful
too.
things. I couldn't bear it. Don't fret over me. I'm sick.
And we're taking
I
damage.
fled to the ruins we thought deserted, and was shocked to find there a group of kind folk who offered me food and lodging. I hope
Yeah, I think
you
it's better for me to
I'll admit I
do the
was
world
sick
bosses
at first.
just
Hard
offline.
living has made them
Makes it more chill. If I want to do an episode and I notice that there's a world boss coming up, I'll do it. But it's just better I can just log in and get it done and get the loot and log off.
Love rebellion.
Because it comes up at weird times, man. And I don't mind, like, waking up. I've actually set my alarm for a couple of them. And I just wake up. It's like 5 minutes and I go back to bed. Slay the boss. It doesn't take long at all. Assume that's what a lot of people are doing. You just need that achievement. Nice.
Need more time.
Because it is the most time-gated achievement, I think, out of all of them. Maybe other than level 100, right? There's a lot of people still doing it. We have like at least 5+ trying to do the boss. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage.
Needs time to recharge.
There's the boss. Don't know how we'll do against Super Lilith. Like, could be a little rough.
Need more time.
So annoying, man. I hate Stormbane's Wrath. Okay, Stormbane's Wrath is sitting on the boss.
Don't have enough energy. Need more time.
There we go, get him down. It's not that bad that he's on the boss, but see how we had to, like, get away when everything was dead? Try to pick so we could be safe when we're picking up loot. I think that's a little silly. I think if there's no mobs around, it shouldn't attack like that. Could you imagine you're at a hardcore character and you're like, oh, nice, it's done. I should be safe, you know, the dungeon's complete. And then you're picking up loot, you have like a sliver, I don't know, maybe half health, and then Stormbane's Wrath just goes boom, and then you're dead. That would suck. You gotta know that that's gonna happen. Alright, so, I guess we'll level up combat. And we got less than 10 million to go. We will be level 98, guys. 2 more to go. Should take us like 4 hours to get the next 2 levels, maybe 5. Probably round up to 5 hours. So I get almost
Something for
10 million an hour.
Eldar.
I think a little less.
I'll take it.
Like, I'm not speed running or anything. It's probably, yeah, 5 hours once we hit 98.
Good. What else you got? Good deal. Father bless.
And we'll see what happens. I wonder if Microsoft... Will we really know? Like, if it does better or not? Because there's not going to be Activision stock anymore. It's just going to go right into Microsoft. I think they'll probably profit on the Blizzard IPs. I think WoW's going to get better. Especially if they add a Classic Plus. Because the Classic community is really growing. Seems like with the release of Classic Hardcore.
That should solve it.
Diablo will get better. It'll redeem itself, I think. I think in a year or so we'll see like, oh, Diablo's a good game now. Diablo's a good game. We'll see a bunch of videos like that. For sure. I don't know if it's like it'll be a good game, but it's like probably like, has Diablo redeemed itself? Diablo 4. And then people will always be playing 2. StarCraft will always have its community. I wonder what they'll do with StarCraft. Hopefully something good. That's they haven't came out with StarCraft 2 came out like over 10 years ago. And it was like over 10 years for them to come out with a StarCraft 2 from StarCraft Brood War to StarCraft 2. So over 10 years. I don't even think they'll come out with another one. Maybe they'll just keep expanding on StarCraft 2.
Until spring.
All right, so what's another one we want to do here? We'll do Dead Man's Dredge. Dungeon affixes reduce cooldowns on kill, empowered elites, and poison enchanted. It's a cool one. Monster shadow damage, melee defenders, and barrier breakers. I think this is probably my favorite affix to empowered elites. You don't get that too often. I know this thing that's hanging on for my mic is like, it's kind of weird. This is what I had for my last mic. So it doesn't really fit. It's kind of crooked. I'm going to fix that this year. Like I have to buy like an attachment or something like that. Maybe I have to get another boom arm. I don't know. But it does look kind of weird and I don't like it. It's kind of shaky too, but it is what it is. Worked well with the other mic. Actually great for it. Had this for like I think 5 years now. So worked for a long time.
I'm not ready.
Cool if they came out with a StarCraft 3, but it was just like, you know, an expansion that was story-based. I honestly enjoy the StarCraft story. It's a cool universe. But the last story they did, they clearly got to an apex there. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but It was like one of those endings that seemed like it was like an epic ending, and that was the end of the series. It almost felt like. So I'm not really too sure what they're gonna do.
Need more time.
There's the empowered elites, guys. Got that poison damage. Damn, these minions are like tanks.
Need more time.
Not too sure how Overwatch is doing. Hearthstone's probably doing all right. They also own a Candy Crush, I believe, right? Activision. And then they got a Call of Duty. Like, yeah, it's kind of insane. And I guess Call of Duty may not be on the PlayStation anymore.
I'm not ready.
That's rough. Call of Duty becomes a PC, Xbox exclusive. Must say, like I'm going with that Microsoft from now on. Cause I've always been a PC. I've been a PC guy for a long time now. So I'm happy that they're gonna bring some more games to PC. Kind of hope they bring like some more sports games like NHL. Oh, nice. Domain tunnels. NHL's net, I guess. Last time NHL was on PC, I think it was like 2004 or something like that. Some guy he just keeps updating it. So it would be nice if we got that back. And yeah, we don't really have any good baseball games, I don't think, either. Hope we can get MLB The Show on PC as well. I think it'll happen one day. It's only a matter of time. But I think that's really that's all on EA, right? EA has control of NHL. Got that locked down.
I'm not ready yet.
It's really up to them. I don't think they would mind having it on PC, to be honest. Because then they could just that helps out their Game Pass. Like EA has their own, Game Pass as well. Yeah, maybe that'll be something I do next time Diablo 5 comes out. Instead of buying the game, I'll just get it on Xbox Game Pass and just test it out for a month.
Bless you.
And then make my decision from there. And I've had fun playing the game, but I think it's smart to wait, because it was pretty damn expensive. I don't think it was worth the price that I paid. But I've gotten a lot of hours out of it, so I think I got my money's worth. We've played over 150 hours, so we're over the $1 an hour per hour mark. So if you get over $1 an hour, then it is pretty worth it. But I still think it's too expensive. And I wouldn't recommend the game at the current price. But it's getting better, right? That's one thing. Then the game goes on sale. I think that's a good time to jump in and give Diablo a try. Or if it goes on, Xbox Game Pass. I think that's the best way to try it out. Games in general are just very expensive at the moment. Seems like all games are just over $100 now on release. That's why I love Steam. You just wait for the sales to come. And you get games for an amazing price.
You're safe.
And GTA is going to be supposedly over $150. Might be the most expensive game to ever release at launch. GTA 6. I don't know if this could be a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. But I wouldn't be surprised. Rockstar's they know that people are going to buy the game. I played all the GTAs. I played a lot of 5 online, and I beat the campaign. I did the heists online with my buddies. Played 4. I played 3. I played the expansions of 4 as well. Never really got into the overhead view version though. Like the bird's eye view version of GTA. Never got into that. I was more into games like StarCraft and Command and Conquer back then. Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos.
I'm not ready.
Halo was another big one. But I think those games were before Halo, to be honest. Maybe not Halo 1, but I know for sure Halo 2 or 3. This is an amazing event. You get a bunch of XP for this. They're not going to survive, but try to save them.
Something for your troubles.
I saved one of them. Nice.
My bags are full.
And our bags are full. We'll go back and sell them and come back. Why not? Yeah, I think gaming's getting better, man. I know people think it's going downhill, but I think it's getting better. The game passes are pretty awesome. And Baldur's Gate,
Fair trade.
I think, is like kind of changing the industry. Same with game companies that made I can't believe I forget the name of the game. I didn't play it, but they good games have been coming out the last few
Well
years.
struck.
It's too bad I haven't been really playing them. I've just been playing like WoW. It's the game. That's the thing about playing WoW. You don't really get a chance to really play all the good new releases.
Anything else?
Can't believe I forgot the name of the game. I honestly have it. Have it on Steam. Yeah, Elden Ring. That game was like, it's not. I've heard good things about it. I've only played for a little bit, and because I'm not really a Souls guy. I haven't really played Souls games. So when you're a noob to Souls games, and you play Elden Ring for the first time, it's rough. So I took a break. I was thinking about doing a playthrough of Elden Ring on the channel, but I just couldn't. I was like, nah, man, it's just too much. It's gonna be too much dying. I don't know if people want to watch that.
Came apart nicely.
But the cool thing about Elden Ring that I learned after I kind of gave up was you can kind of just skip bosses, you know, if you're having trouble, and just power up and come back, give it another try. It's kind of how you deal with difficulties, right?
That's
Supposedly.
salvage.
But yeah, I've heard good things about Souls games, and they came out with an Armored Core game too, the same company. I think it's called like From Software or something like that. I forget who made the game. But I think they made Armored Core too, and people have been saying that has been pretty good. All right, so let's head back in. We'll finish up this dungeon. Yeah, there's still a lot of games for me to play. A lot of good games out there that I haven't played. And that's why I think gaming's doing all right.
I have come to these caves to be in service for my master. He has promised me both life and blood.
Where do we go
Resilience,
next?
The world crumbles.
We need
I
one more
crave
prisoner.
Such stability, such
Probably up
strength.
here, but we can't go
I
that
was
way, can
born
we?
Weak into a world that has no
So we'll just go this way.
tolerance for it. And I continue to be weak to feed my master. But I know that one day, soon, I will be reborn anew, his equal and his ally and his kin. This day will come. This day will come.
I should have went up here earlier. Nice. Alright, let's see. We want to upgrade here. Combat. There we go. Got that to 18. And we'll head back and see what we got. And gaming just has to keep getting better, you know what I mean? Because there's all the old games that we enjoy, and they keep remastering them. Right? Some of the times they do a bad job, but like Warcraft 3, people weren't too happy with that. Maybe they fixed it. I purchased that, and there was just a lot of bugs, so I kind of stopped playing, and I haven't really touched it since, but I assume they fixed it over time. But they did a good job, Blizzard, with Diablo 2. I enjoyed that remaster. Classic World of Warcraft was awesome. It's still awesome. Probably enjoyed that. It wasn't really even I guess it's a remaster, but I enjoyed that the most. And then StarCraft also got a remaster as well. They pretty much remastered all the old games now, so now they just have to focus on new games. Guess all the remasters kind of just bought them time to figure out what they want to do next. Supposedly they're coming out with a survival game. See what that's like. Nice. It's an alright. Probably keep it for the aspect. The stats are not the greatest still. Actually need more of these shadow step aspects. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.